go through it, and you're most welcome to reach out to anybody in my company to discuss more details on that. Then we move on to two of the most used applications of analytics, techniques in analytics. If one understands these two techniques, one is, I would say, 80% of the current analytical problems, business problems or technical problems one can solve. One is regression, which is very straightforward, and another is cluster analysis. Regression is all about finding out what are the variables, the attributes which influence a particular target variable which you are modeling. For example, if you are building a model, if you are trying to identify who are the customers who are most likely to go bad on a loan, one needs to use the technique of regression, where basically you are building a model where Y, as you can see in the chart, Y is your which the customer, what is the probability somebody is likely to go bad, is a function of dx plus a, and typically there are, given that we are looking at multivariate equation, there are multiple variables. This is used in direct marketing, any kind of coding application, any kind of forecasting, and identifying critical influencing drivers. The second aspect is cluster. Cluster is about taking a large amount of data and finding out mutually homogeneous and collectively heterogeneous groups within the cluster. It is extremely used for all business and strategy decisions in terms of in terms of segmentation in marketing, which is the segment of customers who will buy the product at what price, at what quantity, where, and when. How should I differentiate which are the customers who will value a particular kind of service? Which are the segment of people who are most likely to perform in a particular job? And it is all about grouping into mutually homogeneous and collectively heterogeneous, as the visual in the slide is showing. These two are extremely important application techniques using which a very, very large number of decision-making challenges which businesses face, which can be solved. The next two slides is about the evolution of analytics and what we believe is the future. Many of these dates are indicative, and just because I have mentioned survey analytics pre-80s, it doesn't mean survey analytics is not happening now. So these largely vary across geography, time, industry. Some industries do not use so much of analytics, some do, and so on. But this basically shows the shape of things to come. Survey analytics was all about asking a customer, can I ask you, and defining, trying to solve an analytics problem, trying to solve a business problem by understanding what are the customers saying. Transaction analysis is based on the premise that you are the way you transact. If I am continuously buying at a premium garment store, therefore I'm more likely to buy a premium car because it is highly correlated. I'm a premium attribute person. It may be true, may not be true. But transaction data is, the premise of transaction data is the way you transact and is the way you are. So analysts use transaction data to decipher the characteristics of the population based on the transaction history. The third part, which is extremely prevalent now, is social media analytics. You are the company you keep. It is based on how people are interacting over social media. All your advertisements, many companies are planning their advertising strategies, product launch strategies, customer product development strategies based on understanding how people are behaving on social media network. And this is, I will come to the techniques later. Sentiment analytics, a huge area where, based on what is happening on the blogosphere and in the internet world, using a combination of text and other attributes, one is trying to decipher what is this, where is the sentiment headed for the particular brand. Is IPL rocking or is IPL not rocking? That can only be understood based on through a sentiment analytics project. And finally, it leads, what we foresee is going to be thought analytics, where advanced sensors are going to predict how and what we are thinking and therefore derive information around that. What are the techniques which are going to be used? In survey, it was primarily questionnaires, followed by, and the techniques were used were crosstabs, univariate analytics, bivariate analytics. In transaction data, the realms of multivariate analytics using the n-dimensional plane and concepts such as regression and clustering models came into play. For social media and analytics, a lot of web logs, text mining, and obviously multivariate techniques are being used. And when we move on to sentiment and thought analytics will be where the realms of artificial intelligence come into play. And there are a lot of projects which are currently happening which are related to that. Finally, I come to exploring career options in analytics. So I've tried to build a grid around on the x-axis, as you can see, which industries are based